Hi, you guys. This is Sheena, and today what I want to do is I want to talk to you about success principles. And I'm currently reading the book by Jack Canfield called Success Principles. Hi, you guys. What we're going to discuss will be the review of the Success Principles by Jack Canfield, and they will be Success Principles 1 through 3. It's important that you know that this is no substitution for the book. This is simply a summary of what I am currently reading. This is me just taking my own, what I got out of these principles after I read them, and presenting them to you. The first success principle number 1 is taking 100% responsibility for your life, meaning that you must claim 100% responsibility for everything you experience in life. And I know this is very, very hard to do because it is so easy just to try to blame somebody else for the reason why things don't turn out the way that we want them to turn out. But we have to remember that we must, in order to be successful, we must take the position that you always have the power to produce a different result. And that is a very, very powerful statement, because when you look at it that way, then your whole view on how things occur or how things came out, you have to go and look at yourself and say, okay, now what was it that I could have done that would have made me have a better outcome for myself? Or was it my reaction that caused the negative outcome? Great formula that Jack Canfield had was E plus R equals O, and that simply stands for event plus response equals outcome. And this is true. This just goes back to what I just said a little bit ago, that when you have something that occurs and how you handle that situation, your response is really what's going to dictate that outcome. Because you can have a bad event happen, but if you handle it in such a way, you may not have a negative ending at all. So instead of trying to blame the event for your outcome, you need to take a look at your reaction to the problem and decide, is there something that I could have done differently? Or while it's occurring, think about how you are going to react to this problem, because that's going to determine your outcome. Because as wanting to be successful, you have to learn to take responsibility. The success principle number 2 is be clear on your why. Just find out, understand why you're here. Take time to try to figure out your whole purpose in life, because that'll make things a whole lot easier for you. When you know what your purpose is and what you want to accomplish, then it's always a lot easier to continue to move forward and move toward that goal. And what I've done is just listed a few questions that was in the book, and those questions were meant to help you determine your purpose if you're really not clear. And those things are: think about 2 of your unique personal qualities, and then take those 2 qualities and think about 2 ways that you enjoy those qualities with various people. They could be with your friends, with your family, or if it's something that you can do by yourself. And then the third question is assume that the world is perfect, and write down what the perfect world will look like to you. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to take those answers and combine those, and then you will have your purpose statement. And that will be like your blueprint for life. That is what you're going to be working toward. That's your ultimate goal. First principle number 3, and that's stating know what you want. After you have determined what your purpose is, now you have to decide what do you want to be, what do you want to accomplish, and what do you want to have. And the reason why many people don't get what they want in life is because they don't know what they want. And that is just simply because you have not taken the time out to figure it out. What is it that you want? Because if you know what you want, then you know the actions that you need to take in order to get what you want. So that's why it's so important to be able to identify those things. And you want to make sure that you're not living someone else's dream, that you aren't doing something because maybe your mother wanted to do it and she couldn't, and so you're doing it because she's going to live through you. You cannot do that, because then you won't be happy. And then you also need to stop settling for less. If you're somewhere in your life and you don't like where you're at, then you need to move forward. You need to keep on pushing till you get to where you want to go. And last but not least is, don't let anyone talk you out of your vision. If you know that in your mind you want to, this is your goal, this is your vision, you see yourself doing this, and you share it with somebody, and we call them dream stealers. If they're talking negative about it, then just tell them, I don't care what you say or what you think. This is what I want, and I'm going after it anyway. And I bet if you tell them that, I'm sure that they will immediately be quiet and feel really bad for even discouraging you. So we're at the end now of the review of the first 3 success principles by Jack Canfield, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have figured out your purpose and you have identified what you want out of life. And if you have, go ahead and leave me some comments below, or get the book. I'll have a link down at the bottom of the page where you can go to Amazon and purchase the book. And then just stay tuned, because I will be going over, there's like over 50 success principles, so I will be going over all of those as I read the book. Y'all have a great day. Bye bye.